My name is Trần Thị Tuyết Mai, and I'm here today to present our group finding on quantitative data analysis. Our team consists of 5 members: Trần Thị Tuyết Mai, Nguyễn Thị Thảo, Nguyễn Thảo Vân, Nguyễn Thị Lan Hương, and Đoàn Thị Huyền. Together, we will delve into the world of numbers and statistics to uncover valuable insights from our datasets. First of all, what is quantitative data analysis? Quantitative data analysis is a scientific method that uses statistical techniques to extract meaningful information from numerical data. It involves collecting data, cleaning it, selecting appropriate analysis methods, and interpreting the result to test hypotheses, build models, and draw conclusions based on evidence. This approach is widely used in various fields, including business, science, and social sciences, to understand phenomena, make informed decisions, and advance knowledge.
Hello, Mr. Ming. My name is Huyền. Today, I will talk about when to do quantitative analysis. Quantitative analysis is generally used for 3 purposes. Firstly, it's used to measure difference between groups. For example, the popularity of different clothing colors or brands. Secondly, it's used to assess relationships between variables. For example, the relationship between weather, temperature, voter turnout, and thus, it's used to test hypotheses in a scientifically rigorous way. For example, a hypothesis about the impact of a certain vaccine. Next, I will talk about how quantitative analysis works. Well, since quantitative data analysis is all about analyzing numbers, it's no surprise that it involves statistical analysis method from the engine that power quantitative analysis. And the method can vary from pretty basic calculation. For example, the average, median to more sophisticated analysis. For example, correlation and regression. Sound like the breeze. Don't worry, we will explain all of that in this post. Importantly, you don't need to be a statistician or math to pull up a good quantitative analysis. We will break down all the technique number in this post. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Ming. My name is Tao, and I will tell you about the number 4. What are the advantages or advantages of quantitative data analysis? For words about the pros, I think about the objectivity. Quantitative analysis is often seen as more objective as it uses actual numbers and statistical methods, reducing the impact of personal biases. And second, about precision, it provides precise and measurable results for clear comparison and statistical inference. So third, about then the reliabilities, I think that the finding from quantitative data analysis can be then rely to more significant data sets, or in other words, increasing the external validity of the research. About the statistical telling, it helps you to establish the significance of relationship or difference in data. And the final, about the efficiencies, I think quantitative data analysis is suitable for analyzing large data sets efficiently. especially with static core software such as Tableau, Google Data Analytics, Python, MATLAB, and others. Using these software tools save time, give accurate insight, and help you make quick decisions. That's all about the advantage. Now we move to the disadvantage now. Okay, about the cons, I think the first one is that the lack of context. In first seasons, content can impede comprehensive understanding, hiring the ability to derive meaningful insight and conclusion. The limited exploration is maybe less effective in exploring expected or unanticipated factor, as it often rely on predefined variable. And the third disadvantage, I think, about the assumptions. Many quantitative methods have assumptions that need to be met for accurate results. And misunderstanding these assumptions can affect the validity of findings. About the inflexibility, I think the quantitative research can be rejected in its approach to the ability to adapt to emerging insight during the study. And the final, I think it's relating to reductionism. Focusing on the number and static core significance can lead to the oversimplification, looking at the quantitative aspects that contribute to comprehensive understanding. That's all about the number 4, disadvantage and advantage about quantitative analyzing. Thank you for listening.
Hello, Dr. Ming, with my beloved friend. Today, I'm going to talk about some examples of quantitative data analysis. My name is Taowen. Now, let's get started. Okay, and quantitative data analysis has two tools, descriptive statistic and inferential statistic. With example of descriptive statistic, we have you can see a table. Yeah, it's about calculating the average test scores of students in a class. Yeah, and with example of inferential statistic, it's about testing whether there is a difference in customer of satisfaction levels between two product groups. Yeah, so let's look at the methods. Yeah, the methods of descriptive statistic uses measures such as mean, and with inferential statistic uses techniques such as hypothesis testing. Okay, so now let's move on the method, the research. Okay, and yeah, let's have a look the research storytelling to improve speaking skills in research and discussion. And yeah, we can see the key was mean score. The mean, is a size of descriptive statistic. And with the was the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. Yeah, that is also the size of inferential statistic. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that research used t-test. Yeah, pre-test between experimental group and control group. The mean score of experimental group from the pre-test were 48, while for the control group, the mean was 47. Yeah, so no significant difference between the two groups before the experiment through t-test analysis. But what about post-test? Yeah. Based on the means of the post-test scores for each group, the mean of the post-test scores of the experimental group was 76, while of that, the control group was 57. Okay, and it's clearly that the experimental group increased from 48 to 76. The control group increased from 47 to 57. Okay, therefore, the null hypothesis was rejected, and the alternative hypothesis was accepted. So, a significant difference between the two groups after the experiment through t-test analysis, showing that storytelling is more effective than the traditional methods. Okay, with 80% of experimental group students are interested in the storytelling method, and 55% of experimental group students believe that storytelling has improved their speaking and reading comprehension skills. Yeah. In conclusion, the t-test results shows that. Yeah. The hypothesis analysis is rejected, and the alternative is accepted. This indicates that storytelling has a significant impact on improving speaking skills. Yeah. All right. And quantitative data analysis with descriptive statistic simply summarizes and describes the available data. Yeah. And inferential statistic involves using statistical methods to infer, predict, or test hypotheses from sample data about a larger population. So now, with example with the food. For example, we go to the market to buy lots of ingredients. So when you come back home, and you can see that, today I bought some meat, sweet potato, carrot, lots of things, right? So it's really fresh, okay? And I call that is descriptive statistic, okay? And it's the first step. So the next step is that we cook, we grill green bean, we boil potatoes. So we have a yummy food, a yummy meal, okay? And I called food. That means the final step, we can call that inferential statistic, that you can, it's really yummy, it's so good for our health, and we have lots of information for this from ingredients. Okay, and I think is more easily to understand more about quantitative data analysis. Okay, and thank you for listening, and welcome to the next part.
Hello, Mr. Minh. My full name is Nguyễn Thị Lan Hương. Today, I'm going to talk about the passage in my group presentation. The passage is how to choose the right quantitative method. Choosing the right quantitative analysis techniques involves several conditions. First of all is nature of data. Understand whether your data is continuous or categorical as this guide the selection of appropriate statistical methods. The second is research objective. Clearly define your research objectives by specifying your purpose. You can quickly identify relevant formulating technique that leads to more accurate and actionable insight. The third is sample size. You need to consider the size of your sample dataset. Using large datasets can initially lead to overfitting, where the model does not give accurate prediction on testing data. Using a smaller sample size will lead to underfitting as the model cannot capture complex data. To overcome this problem, you can employ a cross-validation technique, which splits the dataset into training and validation sets and interactively adjust the size to observe model performance. Another is distribution of data. Recognizing the distribution informs the choice of methods that align with the data characteristics, ensuring more robust and accurate analysis. Moreover, assumption. Beware of the assumption analysis technique and ensure your data meets the assumption for valid result. And the software competencies assume that the choice of analysis technique is supported by the statistical software used plan to use, and the last is consultation. If in doubt, the expert guidance to skill the appropriate needs your chosen method for your research. That's all in my group presentation. Thanks for your listening.